What is going on, everyone? It's DTFG here. Welcome back to another episode of SMP, and I believe it's episode 26, which, is it's pretty good. Episode 26. Now, you find us in this unfamiliar room. Well, you're about to find a familiar when we open this door. Yeah, that's right. We're on Seas Island, soon to be pending a brand new name, which, we need to think of. But like myself and Elaine said last episode, we kind of discussed about maybe taking over and like releasing the island ourselves and kind of going from there. And in that, I kind of designed a house idea for down here. So let's just hop down real quick. So yeah, this wee lot down here, we're going to actually kind of copy the same building style, but I'm going to build our own home, We're going to take over this island. We're going to add so much more to it. And the best way to start that off with would be, to build ourselves a home away from home. And we got to make it cozy, So let's see what resources we're working with on this project. So yeah, we're working with a lot of packed mud and stuff like that. But we're also working with some of the diorite that we kind of borrowed from our mega base, just to kind of match all these themes. Now, we don't have much spruce wood, so we might have to get some, but there is a few trees about the place, so that's going to be quite fun. So what we're going to do is we're going to just kind of place down the layout and see where we go from there. Cue the time. I'm already joking, we're not doing a time lapse straight away. Where are we? No, we're not yet. It doesn't look like much at the moment, but you can kind of see what palette we're going for. And if you look over here, like, we're actually strangely staying in the boundaries so specifically well, which wasn't intentional at all. And we did have to mine some of Sea's old trees because we don't have spruce at all. Trying to learn how to gradient up is kind of difficult, but yeah, this is the two gradients we're kind of working with. They're not the best, they're kind of all over the place. This one's a little bit better, but yeah, this is the main like color palette at least. Doesn't that just look absolutely beautiful? Or some people would say completely ugly, but I like what we're going for here. Hopefully the roof makes it look a little bit, less super bright. But to be fair, these builds are pretty bright, so it's kind of matching. Like with just a tiny bit of roof, like add on the smaller bit, bar whatever's going on here. This already kind of doesn't look too bad. This bit here is a bit questionable, but I'm going to add some shrubbery around there. But I'm looking at it, it does fit into that box. Maybe not that bit, but that is looking, I think that's looking nice. Again, I have to touch up certain areas like there and there, but this bottom floor area is looking, I think it's looking pretty good. Yeah, even the back isn't too bad either. We just quickly came over to Milane's shop. We do need to buy a few wee things, and oops, I did not mean that. Let's see here. Yeah, we need to buy, some of these, and then probably some of these. So yeah, back to the build. Let's go. Are you ready for the moment of truth? Dun 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 dun. I think that looks pretty good. Let's have a wee look around, just, to see how nice it is. It looks nice from this angle. Let's just take a wee hop and right around here. Yeah, that. Oh, no, I forgot about the windows. Just pretend there's trapdoors in there. But yeah, this side's looking pretty nice. Let's head around the other and have a wee look as well. See, this area here, we're going to have some barrels, so it'll take away the brownness. But I think we might need to get rid of that cobblestone wall. Let's just quickly check from, like, a flying-in standpoint. Yeah, see, this side's a bit more brown than I would like. I think maybe swap these out with some white. And then the back again, something's probably going to go here. But so far, I think that looks pretty good. That is a weird sign. Yeah. Odd, I guess. Yeah, this edit's got some. This had some weird stuff going on. Like, what? So, yeah, me and Elaine had a little discussion about some interesting things. And basically about the name and what we're kind of doing on this island. So, yeah, I'm just going to tell you the name. I'm going to give you a wee breakdown of some of the ideas we already have. There's some things we haven't really worked out yet. But, there's lots of perfectly beautiful things to talk about. So, I'll unveil the names at the end of it. But, we're going to start here in this area. We're going to terraform around the edges and create a portal. So, finally, we'll connect this island to the main areas, which is great because it is so goddamn far. We have to use the portal is like way over that way. Yeah, that's quite far. But yes, we're making it a community area. So the best way to make a community area is to make profit. So we're going to have some stalls here where you can buy merch. And again, the merch will be basically the name of the island and the merch. So people can buy merch and you can buy the previous owner's own stuff as well, just because we need to make a profit. You need to make a profit, no loss on the server, profit. So yeah, the plan is to kind of design stalls for this bit here, which would be quite fun. And then obviously we get hit with my house, and I think Milan is deciding to build a house there, so the two island managers have a home together. And if you watch Milan's stream that he'll be posting, he's already done it. If you notice, a tower is completely gone. My bro blew it up. It's because he's got, I think I can share this. He's got celiac, so basically it was a bread wheat tower, so it just made sense to blow it up. And based on the previous owner, he wanted it gone anyway, so it just worked out right. But down here, he's going to be building a cabana, and I think he's going to, like, make it out to Teddy. So it's like in honor of Teddy, she's getting a cabana. But VoBoZo also had like some lore where she spawned in over there. So again, check that stream out because it's got a lot of like really fun things that even I'm waiting for it to come out to catch up on. And last but not least, we're going to ignore what the sayings say, and we're actually going to make like a roller coaster area here. We're going to do a big Ferris wheel. We're literally making this island an attraction point. We got rid of the big dirt bridge there. That's disconnected. And then over this way, that's where I'll be building the pitch for our sulfur cube update, because that is coming probably next episode, which I'm very excited for. I have to work out some of the kinks of that, but let's just say I'll be doing redstone. We'll be making it more than just soccer. It's just going to be so fun. So beautiful. Oh yes, and before I forget, the name of this island is going to be called, drumroll please, the New Republic of Aurelia. Yeah, we're keeping the name. We're just stomping on the New Republic. So me and Melaine own Aurelia now. Trademarked. Trademarked. But yes, back to normal business. Let's head into the house. We kind of did a bit of work. Boom. We limited the amount of room we have in here to make it so it's easier to terraform. I kind of hit all the redstone, so this is the way it looks. I know it's kind of out there, but I feel like we'll get a wee bed place in here, some chests going. There's a lot of things we can do in here, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to look up some designs on how to, you know, make interior look better, because I'm terrible at interior, and it's just going to look so beautiful. So beautiful! And I've been listening to a lot of Michael Jackson, so from this point onwards, you might start hearing me going, and stuff like that. Sorry, was that weird? Probably. So first things first, I think this floor kind of fits well. We've got deep slate to contrast like the lack of kind of those darker colors. I know brown's kind of dark, but you like when you come in here, this kind of pops. Now this looks peculiar, I think. So I wondered I stick another staircase there. Do you know what? I think we will. I think we'll stick another staircase there just to be safe. Oh wait, nah. Maybe we can fill in this area differently. Actually, maybe that'll counter it. You know, it's a work in progress for me. I'm not good at interior. I'm sorry. So, moment of truth. We did some interior. We connected the pathways. Are you ready? Oh, yeah. We used some mangrove because, you know, mangrove is nice. And it actually went really well with the spruce, believe it or not. But I obviously used paintings to kind of add more depth to it, because I feel like without the paintings, it's kind of bland. But what do you think? You know, we've got some of this. We could add more things to the table, more things around there. But I think it looks relatively okay. Like this bit will not. We'll not look at this bit at least. We'll just turn away from that. But yeah, we'll make our way up the stairs. Ready? It's not done. I've only done a bed, but you know what? I think for now the upstairs looks fine. I think we've done a good job, believe it or not, with this whole build. I think I did at least. It's up to you if you believe that this base from the outside looks good enough. We just need those trees to grow, but I think it looks pretty good. Oh yeah, this was also true. He kind of just put wool everywhere. The hooligan. He's a hooligan. I don't know if you can notice anything different. Maybe like the render distance behind us being different. There's a reason for that. We have now updated to the Chaos Cubes update finally, and Foxy hasn't updated, so I updated everything, but Foxy ain't updated at all. Generally, it's probably the reason why I'll have a wee delay in some content coming up, because I don't want to do my hardcore world and you can't see anything at all, and I do have 100 hours that I'm working on as well, which is going to be, you know, quite fun, I think. Oh yeah, and that portal was made, and I actually feel like leaving a bit because I went in my way, you know, to connect it to the main portal room. Let's see. Oh yeah, and it's right beside Melane's base, which is just right there. Yeah, Melane's area just doesn't hit the same with Foxy, because there's meant to be a tower, there's meant to be things there. But I think what we're going to do is we're going to do another prank like we did with Epic, you know, just hide a good item. And as you can see from my hotbar, we're going to hide Nether Star somewhere in the space and just make him find it. We can just put him in a wild goose chase. I think that'd be quite funny. So we made the bedrock. This is perfect. Perfect. And do you know what? I think he can keep all the junk that got gathered from in and down there. But he's got Nether Stars, so that's a pretty good win. Let's just get out of here. And do you know what? We have 2 spare Nether Stars since we're not using them in our build anymore. So we could potentially do the prank to more people, maybe? I'm going to quickly check on Epic to see if he's actually fallen for our other whole prank before we head to Levi's base. Because I think Levi will be the next one to feel our wrath. Do you know what? I've only one totem. We'll go down and see if he's got his stuff. You know, we'll just check. We'll just check. Oh, he's got it. Okay. I like the way he just left the choker there, though. Bro's just committed to keeping this art in his base area. I wonder for how long, though. Right, to Levi's base. To Levi's. See, with Levi's base, we have kind of an issue, and the issue is this. The fact that his base is mainly also underground means that we can't just dig straight down. So what we're going to do is we're going to leave a wee sign and basically just hide the Nether Star somewhere about his area, I think. Now, you'll have to say this one with an accent, but it's a star has fallen on top of where the cows are stolen. Stolen, fallen. You need to have an accent for this to work. But what we're going to do is we're just going to hide one on top of his UFO. So let me go get a chest and we'll put one up there. Oh, wait. Actually, I have to go this way so I can get another star out. Makes sense. Like, look how cool this is. Like, that's just peak. It's beautiful. And also, it's an air launcher for your lighter, which is cool. But I think... Did I just hear... That just made a noise. Wait, what? Yeah, do you know what? That might be way too complicated for me to understand. So I'm just going to put the chest down and get the star placed then. And look how beautiful that is. He's got everything you'll ever need in this box. A star and junk, I think. Do you know what? Up next, the Flynn. Let's go. I miss render distance being good. This one is kind of less of a prank. We kind of owe Flynn, some rent for a secret base that we kind of created here. I also think I spelled secret wrong. Let me see. Secret. Who cares if I spelled it right or wrong? But yeah, we just quickly hop in behind here. If you remember an old video, we did a prank. But yeah, we just left rent here. And again, a bunch of stuff that makes it look like it's good stuff, but really it's just useless stuff. But he's got himself another star. So, sharing some resources from a previous episode is always lovely as well. But yes, I think that's a bunch of our pranks, up and done, which was quite fun. I always love to throw in a wee helpful prank, feels like that's what Stephen was meant to be. And just like magic, we're back home in our main base area, and we're going to have a little chat, because I don't do little chats like this, because, YouTube isn't that serious. I'm still a small YouTuber, but I'm going to have the chat anyway. Oh, Tree is he's just a hooligan. The serious conversation is, why have you not subscribed? Why have you not subscribed to me? Just sub, like the video, comment, and join the Discord, because a lot of more fun things are coming to the channel. A few more refreshing series, maybe content switch up slightly on some things. There's a little series I would like to do that's not necessarily a series, just a bunch of one-off videos, which would be quite great. Kind of talk about, some cool stuff. Just, some like concepts and man go, oh no, I did not mean this. But yes, I would like to explore like some like, how would I even word it right? Just some like few points on Minecraft. I like to try different types of series. These are one-off videos, and not just Let's Play. So yeah, look out for all that content. I'm going to be restructuring a lot of things, but Taurus and P's here to stay. Hopefully a few more series will be coming along. We're going to get another hardcore out, and in probably, like I said, a few hundred days. But yes, it's been episode 26 of Taurus and P. And look, a video for a time-lapse. Yeah, you got to subscribe for that. You have to subscribe. Wait, oh, this is the furthest you can go. Damn.